All right, people, you guys are watching and or giving a listen to another Nomadic Cole live stream for your guys' entertainment. If you haven't already, be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic, awesome, cool, funny content just like this one right here, right now on the Nomadic Cole YouTube channel because this shit is for your entertainment. So again, if you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe for more. Nailed it. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can put them here. It should be on your right side of your screen in this comment box. It will be displayed. And in doing so, your YouTube channel will get a shout out for commenting here in the comment box. So, be sure you guys go ahead and leave a comment in the comment box on the side if you need to. All right, let's get on with the show. We've got a great podcast for you guys. It's going to be me and my friend, Shoes of a Champion. And we're going to be doing a Let Me Talk to You podcast, episode 6. So, yeah, let's try and give him a call over Discord, and let's get into it. Because he should be able to get a call soon. Do a voice call. Yo. Is your mic on? So yeah, I'm about to switch it over to the screen share right about now. So, and then we'll be live. Okay. Nah, I can hear you fine. But yeah, if you want, you can just give us a quick mic check before we get started.
Yo.
Yeah, we can hear you.
1, 2, that's good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with another Let Me Talk to You podcast. I am your host, the Nomadic Cole, and we're here with Shoes of a Champion. Yeah. We're about to.
All right. Let's dive right into this fucking shit. Like BDF would say, Bubba Dunk Funkin'.
Oh yeah, Bubba Dunk Funkin'. Hell yeah.
Shout out to him, by the way.
Yeah, he's funny, but he doesn't really post that much anymore. He's kind of older YouTuber.
Yeah. But yeah, wrestling's so bad.
Yeah, there's just nothing really to talk about.
But not even he's watching. Him and the Smart Busters are just over wrestling. I'm kind of with them.
And Destructor.
And Destructor as well.
He's done with wrestling. Vince Russo says he really only watches Raw, and that's just because they pay him to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I mean. I kind of feel bad that Vince Russo is watching Raw because he's missing like LA Knight on SmackDown and Braun Breaker.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't like
he's missing the actual.
Raw is supposed to be the premium. Raw is supposed to be the premium brand, but you got the real fucking wrestlers on the fucking B show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Let's get into it. So first up, since we're already on the subject, let's talk wrestling. LA Knight, he's actually now in a feud with the Bloodline again. This is like the second time he's been in a feud with the Bloodline, but now it's the spin-off Bloodline. Now it's Tama Tonga. Oh shit. He left the chat and rejoined. Oh, you good?
Yeah, are we still live?
Oh yeah, you just left the chat and rejoined for a minute.
All right.
But yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's Tama Tonga, and fucking the guy that's related to the Fatu Shrinkheads guy. What's his name? Jason or Jordan Fatu or whatever. Yeah. There's those two. They're basically just two fat guys, fat Samoan dudes with like mumble rap hair, I guess. And then there's LA Knight's team. And LA Knight is he's teamed up with Cody Rhodes and Braun Strowman. So what do you think about that? Hello? Shoes of a champion?
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, you cut out.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's complete silence. We couldn't hear you talk.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Try
Anyways,
microphone. We can't hear you again. Your connection's off.
all right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
So
yeah,
anyways, what you think about this Tama Tonga and Jason Fatu versus Codes and Braun Strowman and LA Knight team, before you cut out and we had some technical difficulty there. He keeps going in and out of signal for some reason. What the frick? Try this. Rejoin the call. Hello?
Yo.
I don't know what's going
on, me?
But I think where you're at, for some reason, you keep going in and out of signal.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm at the same spot I was like the last time.
Look, it's about to go out of sync again. It's saying that you are on idle again.
The fuck?
Are you putting the phone in your pocket or turning off the app or something? Because it keeps saying that you're idle. Negative. I don't know. Maybe you might just have to move spots.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
look for a new spot. But we can keep doing this podcast while you walk to a better spot. Yeah, technical difficulties, guys. These streams, man, they always have technical difficulties for some reason. It's a pain in the ass. So sorry about that to the audience. Anyways, in the meantime, I'll give my opinion on LA Knight versus Tama Tonga and Jason Fatu thing. I think LA Knight's a great wrestler. I think he's really entertaining. I'm hoping that, by having him allied with Cody Rhodes and Braun Strowman, two big main eventers. We know Braun Strowman, dude's huge. I mean, if you guys don't know Braun Strowman, he's like 6 motherfucking 5 or whatever, probably bigger than that, like 6'7", I think is his actual height. He's a pretty big dude. He's jacked. He looks like a lumberjack. I mean, Braun Strowman's fucking cool. And I'm glad that he's partnering up with LA Knight. So hopefully this will push him in a better direction, closer to the main event. But, Triple H, he likes his long-term booking. I just don't really find that much appeal in Jason Fatu or Tama Tonga, honestly.
All right. Are we good? Can you hear me?
So what is your opinion on Jason Fatu and Tama Tonga versus Cody Rhodes and Braun Strowman and LA Knight?
Oh, I just fucking hope this gets LA Knight to a world title picture. I don't give a fuck about Cody Rhodes. He sucks. Everyone knows how I feel. He's boring. He's just not a fucking world champion. And I don't know. I'm hoping. I don't even care if it involves an LA Knight heel turn, as long as he gets the fucking world title. And fucking Jason Fatu or whatever, and Tama Tonga. I don't care about. I have no opinion on them. They're just fucking boring. They're just two fat guys. They're just there because of who they're related to. That's it. That's all these bloodline guys. They're just there because of their fucking family name.
Yeah, I mean,
and
them it's just nepotism, honestly. Like their dads wrestled, so they went into the wrestling industry, and then they became wrestlers. And honestly, I've discussed this before. I mean, I don't really have anything against second generation wrestlers. I mean, honestly, you look at some of the greatest wrestlers of all time. They're multiple generation wrestlers. Like look at Randy Orton, for example. Like he's a second generation wrestler, one of the best of all time. But I mean, you kind of just have to offer something more than your dad's last name, because you saw what happened with David Flair. You know, that was, he had nothing to offer. Other than he kind of looked like Ric Flair, just with brown hair instead of blonde hair, and he had the last name. So that's what I think Tama Tonga is or not Tama Tonga, Jason Fatu is basically like. I think Jason Fatu is basically just a David Flair, but in the modern era. He's just a fat guy with mumble rap dreadlocks, and he tries to sound scary, but he's just not. He's just not scary. He's just like, I don't know, man. What do you think?
Thing is, with second generation wrestlers or whatever, they get more chances than guys who aren't second generation, just because of who they're related to. The thing is, just they don't even I don't know, second like fucking Dominic Mysterio, the guy didn't even have to go to the Indies, he didn't even have to go to he didn't even have to go to fucking NXT or whatever. He just went straight to the fucking main show already and was already put in a storyline just because of his name. Second generation wrestlers, they're given more chances than guys who aren't related to famous, guys who aren't sons of famous wrestlers, just because of their name. There hasn't really been name a good second generation wrestler today. You can't. You really can't. I guess Braun Breaker's okay, but
Braun Breaker.
Other than him, there's just guys who are just there because of their name, because of who they're related to.
Yeah, there's just not that many guys.
Just because your father was a famous wrestler doesn't mean doesn't mean the guy has career. Let's say there's a wrestler, there's a second generation wrestler. He's a star, like David Flair is an example. He didn't have the charisma his father had. The same could be said about most second generation wrestlers. Just because your father's just because your father was
famous.
I don't know. So I mean, a lot of second generation wrestlers, their fathers weren't really good, but let's say your father was a good wrestler. That doesn't mean the son will have the same wrestling ability or charisma that their father had. The same talent their father had.
Yeah.
Look at I know this isn't wrestling related, but look at Randy Moss's son. He's like a jobber NFL player. He's like a practice squatter.
Yeah.
He's the son of Randy Moss. That doesn't mean he's a good, that doesn't mean he's as good as his father was.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think Jason Fatu has that it factor. I mean, look, how many times are you going to do it with the fat Samoan guy wrestler? They've done it 1,000 times already. They keep doing this whole thing with there's this intimidating fat Samoan guy wrestler, and Jason Fatu isn't even that intimidating. I heard his promo where he's trying to be intimidating, and his voice cracks at the end and just ruins the whole thing. Like, he's not scary. I don't get it. I don't. They've tried. They did it with Umaga,
He's just trying to.
Head Shrinkers. They did it with Rikishi. Every time they do it.
He's trying to like. He's trying to like. He's supposed to be Samoan, but he's trying to sound like a black guy from the hood. He's like the way he talks and shit with like slang and how he talks. It's just cringe. It's just cringe-worthy.
Yeah.
He's just trying to sound like a black guy, and he doesn't have charisma. I don't fucking care. Like, first of all, the guy doesn't pass the eye test. He's fat. He doesn't look like a wrestler. The only way I'd be afraid of him is if I was out at the buffet and I saw him walking down with his hot Cheeto breath. Then I'd move out of the way. If I wanted to fight someone, I just kick him in the shit. I just hope the dick would collapse.
Oh, yeah. Your audio cut out like halfway through.
Markbusters reference.
Yeah.
Or what'd you catch?
I got you whacking the guy in the shin, and then
Oh yeah.
putting out.
If I saw this fat fuck, if this fat fuck wanted to fight me, I'd just kick him in the shin and his whole weight would collapse.
Yeah.
That is a Smart Buster reference.
Yeah. I know.
Check out their channel.
Yeah, Smart Busters is pretty cool. Even though they don't post videos anymore, I don't think they posted videos in like 2 years. I think it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But they
But,
have
the bloodline isn't good. Cody Rhodes isn't good. Braun Strowman is just a fucking giant guy. It's not really like he's gonna cut a very can't miss charismatic. It's not like he's gonna cut an LA Knight can't miss promo. So I'm not really. I don't really care about this whole alliance. Anyways, it's kind of random. Like
it seems like they just took they just asked, okay, what are the 3 top baby faces in our company? Cody Rhodes, Braun Strowman, LA Knight. Okay, now let's put them against these 2 random brand new heels that we just created, and then hopefully it works. It just seems like lazy booking.
It's when you play the video game and you simulate through the video game the season mode. And then the computer sets up these random stables.
Yeah, that don't make any sense.
That you look at and you're like, when did I create this? And then you remember, yeah, you simulated and the game created the stable, this random stable. It's like I remember I played Here Comes the Pain season mode. I simulated through the season mode, and the stable for some reason the game split up the Road Warriors and made Shelton Benjamin and Road Warrior Hawk a tag team.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's like that. Like WWP is actually doing that in real life. They're just putting together these random stables, and I'm sick and tired of stables. Stables aren't really that great. Like Marks like to jack off to stables for some reason. Like there hasn't really been any great stables in decades.
Yeah,
I think WWP they're trying to like do a whole NWO DX thing, but no, that shit's not gonna work. That's not gonna work if the guys, in the stable like don't have any chemistry or any talent.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's.
I'm tired of the glazing of stables.
I think the reason they're having this sort of stable on stable fight right now, I think the only reason to do it is to try to elevate Knight out of the mid card into more of that position where he could get a chance to fight either Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns, because he could fight either of them for a world title. So that's me. But then again, I'm just trying to look at it with a glass fool type of lens right now.
I don't know. Like knowing WWP's track record, I really have no confidence. I have no confidence in their booking. I don't trust Noah's man's booking
for them. They try to push their big merch sellers, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are pushing LA Knight eventually. They're just taking a while to do it, which WWE tends to do anyways. They tend to a lot of people. They take a long time to develop wrestlers.
The guy's 40. The guy's pushing 44 though. Like, how fucking long do you have to wait to push a guy? And there's other shit. There's other shit that's like, like WWP. I don't have the time or investment to like fucking follow these long ass storylines.
Yeah.
There's other shit. There's other shit I'd rather be paying attention to than fucking following this fucking 3 year long. I mean, it's they're following this 3 year long storyline.
Yeah.
Like it didn't used to be like when wrestling was good in the Attitude Era. They didn't do this whole long. They didn't do this whole long term fucking storyline. They were just, if that was the case, then audiences would have tuned out. Like no one has the time to sit through years of a storyline.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm not a big fan of Triple H's extremely long-term booking either. But at the same time, just knowing how they develop wrestlers and having watched them do that for multiple years, I kind of see why they're trying to make it so that way they can thrust LA Knight into this whole hodgepodge of a main event scene by having him basically ally himself with two top baby faces in the company.
Like, look at their track record though. Look at they missed there's been so many times where they missed, like they completely dropped the ball with guys they could have pushed in the past in favor of guys they'd rather push. Like, remember when Ryback was actually selling merch and they didn't push him.
Yeah. Oh man, they had their top guy Super Cena and burying Ryback, and then Ryback just fell to the mid card, especially as he became more and more dissatisfied with Vince McMahon. I know your favorite is Alex Riley. Alex Riley, he was a great wrestler. He was entertaining. He was athletic. He had sort of that it factor. But the thing about Alex Riley, like, I know there was a lot of backstage politics, but you have to admit, he also was not like the top merch seller. He wasn't anywhere like LA Knight was selling.
Oh, he was a heel.
Yeah.
He was the heel. The wrestling fan base were mostly kids then. He was the heel.
Oh, the wrestling.
And they weren't doing any
kids.
They didn't make any merch for him though. They didn't they really could. They could have he wore the Leatherman jacket and shit. They could have sold like Leatherman jackets, but no. The thing is, they didn't give him any merch. How could you sell merch when you don't have any merch to sell?
Yeah,
that's on them.
I mean, that's also on marketing department as well, just not selling merch. I know he definitely had he did have action figures, though, for sure, because I saw them in the stores when I was a kid.
I mean, everyone has action. Even the Gobbledygooker has an action figure, I think.
The fucking Gobbledygooker. Oh my god, that was
even there's like a fucking rabbit. There was a guy in a rabbit suit that had like an action figure as well, if I remember correctly. There used to be a guy. There used to be a guy in a rabbit suit.
I'm not disagreeing with you. They totally could have made him. They just didn't do it.
They didn't. Also, it's.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's been like LA Knight's been over for like 2 years already, and it took him 2 years to win the U.S. mid-card title, and they did nothing. Like, they did absolutely nothing with his title reign. His title reign was garbage because of their booking. So there's really no reason for me to be optimistic. Plus, these WWP, they're just glazing the bloodline and Cody Rhodes and shit, and CM Junk and all that. It feels like they're the main focus of the company anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, like LA Knight's not even on the Royal Rumble poster. I saw like a Royal Rumble poster, and he wasn't even on it.
Yeah, I forgot Royal Rumble is coming up, right?
I think it's this
February-
month. I don't even know. But yeah,
Saturday, February 1st.
they had a poster.
And yeah, LA Knight's not on.
They had a poster. Yeah, they had a poster, and he wasn't even on it.
Yeah, the poster has Boom and Lame.
They still got old ass fucking Super Cena and like Roman and fucking CM Junk. They're all on the poster.
The poster has Boom and Lames. It has fucking Cody Rhodes. It has Rhea Ripley. Fucking CM Punk.
Yeah, they got the fucking Divas on the poster.
Fucking Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair.
Yeah, they even got the Divas on the poster.
Yeah, they just did not put anyone. Then again, this is also, isn't it just a Raw pay-per-view? Rumble.
So it's the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble's not it's not an explicit, it's not a exclusive pay-per-view.
So I mean, it's just, yeah, they didn't put him on the poster. What the fuck, man?
So he's not, like, you already know he's not. I heard he entered the Royal Rumble, but like the fact that he's not on the poster kind of gives it away that he won't be winning the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then their poster, I see they even put fucking fuck, man, they put Gunter, Dominic Mysterio, the Usos, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins is on here. Damian Priest is on the poster. Oh, there is LA Knight on this poster. He's way in the corner. Way at the bottom.
He's like in the back.
He's in the back.
I see it. He's in the back.
Tiny. And then there's Super Season there.
There's fucking Sami Zayn on it.
Fucking
Finn Gaylord's he's behind Finn Gaylord.
Yeah.
Finn Gaylord's in front of him.
What, LA Knight? Or
Yeah, Finn Gaylord. He's like in the front of the poster.
Damian Priest.
Well, you can tell though by their like the guys they push, the guys they view as like the top guys, like always the guys in the front of the poster. They wouldn't put a guy that they view as a main eventer in the back of a poster.
Yeah.
It's more like an upper mid card. Like, yeah, they put him on the poster, but like they put him in the back.
Yeah, they put him in the background. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
that wasn't the poster I saw. I saw another poster like on Instagram like the other day. It was like just five guys on the poster.
Yeah.
I guess that was a fan made poster. I don't know.
Maybe. We also had the UFC the other night. UFC 311 came up. Yeah, there was Islam Makhachev had a fight on that card. There's also one of his cousins also had a fight where he did a bunch of shooting against, what was it, Dwavishvili or whatever his fucking name was. And then there was the main event where Yuri Prohashka went out there and beat.
Well, Islam was the main event.
Oh, Islam was so Yuri main event. That's bullshit. Fucking.
No, that was the third. They didn't have a title on the line.
Yuri Prohashka.
The last two titles.
Beat the fuck out of Jamal Hill.
So
he gave.
That was fight of the night.
No.
Oh, yeah. That whole card was pretty entertaining. It exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov to like really have like a grappling, have like a striking exchange, and like they both tried to take each other down, and it just they both just couldn't take each other down, and they were both forced to strike. I actually enjoyed that match, and it went the distance, but it wasn't a boring fight. That was the only fight that went the distance on the card.
The main event,
and then
was Makhachev.
Islam Makhachev and Nato Moicano. So that fight wasn't originally supposed to happen. It was supposed to be Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan, I think that's how you say his name. And Arman had to pull out a day before the pay-per-view due to a back injury. So Anato Moicano, who was also supposed to have another fight on the card against Benil Dariush, ended up being inserted into the fight instead, and yeah, it was a first round tap out due to a Darce choke.
Yeah, and then
It was I didn't expect a first round finish.
my
I mean, I knew Islam Makhachev was gonna win, but it was a first round finish that kind of made the fight you know more exciting. You know, it's a first round finish. First round finishes are always like you're always on your feet when you see a first round finish.
yeah, my favorite fight was the Yuri Prohashka and Jamal Hill fight. Yuri Prohashka beat the crap out of Jamal Hill. He won by TKO in round 3, and he gave Jamal Hill a bloody nose.
Yeah, he also dropped him in the first round. I was on my feet, like I was kind of on my feet the first round, and the last round. But that fight was pretty exciting. It was like Yuri Prohashka. He's always looking to finish the fight. I think every fight he's had, like he's finished. Every fight is always involved like a knockout or submission. And yeah, he knocked out Jamal Hill in the third round, and that was satisfying to see after all the whining and bitching that Jamal Hill's been doing. He's still like in the pre-fight press conferences, he was still talking about the knockout. He was still trying to make excuses for the Alex Pereira knockout. You know, saying he was distracted or saying all of that kind of stuff. He was still I think he was looking past Yuri Prohashka,
Yeah,
and it cost him.
yeah, probably.
It cost him, and yeah, I enjoyed that fight. It was pretty satisfying.
No, it was a good fight.
Like, so yeah, I mean, there was also a Kevin Holland fight on the main card, and he was fighting this guy from One FC. This guy, De Ritter, I think his name was, and De Ritter won by a first round submission.
Interesting. Surprised Kevin Holland lost fight.
I didn't see the prelims, but yeah, I saw the main card. And the main card it delivered. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good show.
That's pretty good.
Like all of you watching this video, if you're all tired of like NFL, like the predictability in the NFL and the NBA and WWP, if you're tired of all of that, just watch UFC. It's so much better. It's unpredictable and it's exciting to watch.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on the UFC. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. I also Alex Pereira will be fighting on March 5th. By the way, he'll be fighting Magomed Ankalaev.
Oh yeah,
that fight was a long time in the making, and Magomed Ankalaev is the early betting favorite, which I disagree with.
No, I'm going for.
I got Pereira winning because they're saying that Ankalaev is gonna take him down and hold him down for 5 rounds, but like Ankalaev said though, he wants to stand with Alex Pereira, and if he actually does stick to his word and stand with Alex Pereira, I don't think he can do that. I don't think he'd win.
Alex Pereira's really.
I've seen Magomed Ankalaev's last fight on in October, and it was pretty underwhelming. Like he tried to stand the whole fight, and the fight was kind of boring. He also he was also open, like he kind of left his face open a couple times in that fight. He ate some shots. If he's fighting against Alex Pereira, he can't be eating shots.
Yeah, I think Alex Pereira is gonna beat him.
Yeah, if I was to bet on that fight, yeah, I'd bet on Alex Pereira.
Yeah, we also have the NFL playoffs. You're talking about playoffs? NFL playoffs. This week. The Commanders actually got a fucking upset over the Lions. So yeah, you want to rant about that?
Yeah, I'm not really surprised. Like the NFL likes to throw curveballs in the playoffs, and I don't know. I guess they're going all the way with this fucking Jaden Daniels mumble rapper. They're really going all the way with this guy,
They're calling him the
and
phenom, apparently.
he's now like they gave him a nickname. He's now the rookie phenom,
Yeah.
and well, obviously he's playing Jalen Hurts, of course. I knew Jalen Hurts was gonna have his return season because last season after the stupid bowl he had the other year, which was like a smart fest that the media just jacked off to. He had like a down season last season, and he gets Saquon Barkley, and all of a sudden he's Jalen Hurts. The media is all hyping up Jalen Hurts. He's back. Jalen Hurts is back.
Yeah, I don't really get why they think that the NFL media always thinks that with the Jaden Daniels thing that they put all the hype on only Jaden Daniels. When in actuality, it's a team sport, and I think that the team actually itself is better than Jaden Daniels is. I think Jaden Daniels is just being a system quarterback. The reason being is that look who he's got on offense, right? They've added some new weapons to the offensive line in the draft, bringing in like really a bunch of really big white guys to basically block for him. They took Austin Eckler from the Chargers. They kept Brian Robinson Jr., who's basically just a fullback playing back. And then they have McCaffrey, Scary Terry, and then on defense they bring in Dante Fowler Jr. and fucking Bobby Wagner. So, and they also have Dan Quinn playing as head coach. He's the head coach. So it's not like he has a bad team around him, and that I think it's like more credit needs to go to the team rather than to just Jaden Daniels.
The NFL is always like that. They always have, I don't know, they have certain quarterbacks. They have certain quarterbacks that will, like, doesn't matter how their team looks. There's certain quarterbacks that will just get all the hype and all the glaze. And when they lose, there's like excuses thrown around. So like it's everyone but their fault. And then when there's certain quarterbacks that would like they would label as game managers.
Yeah.
And every time they like Sam Darnold, apparently he won 14 games this season.
Yeah.
The whole season they were saying, "Oh, he's a game manager," and then when he loses the playoffs, all the blame goes towards him. It's his fault. It's his fault that they lost the playoffs. But I can't name a single fucking player on the Vikings other than what's that fucking mumble rapper Justin Jefferson. I can't name a single player on the fucking Vikings.
T.J. Hawkins.
Like you can't really say Sam Darnold. You can't really say it T.J. Hawkinson. Like you can't really say Sam Darnold's a game manager when you can't really name any player. Like he doesn't really. It's not like the Vikings have a great defense or Justin Jefferson. He's fucking overrated. He's really not that great. He's just hyped up by the media because of his personality and shit. He's a mumble rapper. He likes the. All the fucking goofy mumble rapper receivers with the goofy dances and the goofy hair. They're always the ones being pushed as pushed as great in the NFL. Look at Odell Beckham. He was never a great receiver, but because he had one catch and because of his personality, he was hyped up. And he's now being talked about as like this NFL legend. He really hasn't done shit other than that catch. Which didn't count. Like that catch there was a flag on that. That catch was illegal because he pushed off the defender.
Yeah.
But Justin Jefferson, he's not great. He's just another Odell Beckham where he's a personality. He's a guy pushed for his personality. He's pushed by the media.
Yeah, and then there's also fucking on the other side, fucking Jalen Hurts is fucking trash. he's a fucking game manager, okay? The only thing he does is game manage. He has probably among the best offensive lines and in the modern era of football. He has fucking Cooper DeJean on defense, and we already know that every year they fucking draft the hottest, bestest new wide receiver. They have AJ and shit, so they're just always like they basically have crafted a team around him. They also gave him Saquon, like you mentioned earlier. They crafted a team around him where Jalen Hurts, all he has to do is not turn the ball over. They basically gave him the same thing he had on Alabama.
Oh yeah, and I also gotta mention this. Saquon Barkley rushed for 2,000 yards this season, and you're all telling me it's all Jalen Hurts? It's Jalen Hurts carrying the team?
Nah,
Saquon Barkley literally rushed for 2,000 yards.
he literally did a fucking spin move where he backwards hurdled over a guy trying to tackle him, and that is like one of the highlights of the year, top 5 highlights of the year now.
Like it's not Jalen Hurts. Like when look at every 2,000 look at every running back that's had a 2,000-yard season. Look at all of them. None of their quarterbacks were hyped up. Like the last quarter, I think Derrick Henry had a 2,000-yard season, but before that, Adrian Peterson rushed for 2,000 yards, and the Vikings were a playoff team with Adrian Peterson. He got all the credit, not the quarterback, not Crispin Ponder.
Yeah. So
Same with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's 2,000-yard season. Derrick Henry's 2,000-yard season. He was the one getting credit for the team's success, not Ryan Tannehill.
not Marcus Mariota.
Like the media's biased towards certain quarterbacks. You can't tell me that Jalen Hurts is carrying the team when his running back rushed for 2,000 yards.
Especially when the
You just can't.
about Jalen Hurts is that his productivity is downgraded. His passing is like you can even tell, you can see on the screen. His passing has become less accurate. He's not as fast and nimble as he was 2 years ago when he went to the Super Bowl. Injuries have basically made him a shell of his former self, and I think maybe the Commanders will take advantage of that in the NFC Championship.
I'm baffled that Jalen Hurts is actually he's been pushed by the NFL. I'm baffled he's had somewhat of a decent NFL career, because I've watched the guy in college. I watched him game manage for Alabama, and he struggled with Alabama's offense. He struggled. He's the only Alabama quarterback that hasn't won a national title like within that span. Because before him was Jake Coker, AJ McCarron. They won national title games game managing. He comes along and he fucked up in the Clemson championship game. He also fucked up in the other one against Clemson, against Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence destroyed him in college. Look at Trevor Lawrence now. I've seen Jalen Hurts play in college, and he was not good. He was horrible, and he lost his job at Alabama. He lost his starting job to Tua Tagovailoa, and he had to transfer to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, he wasn't good at Alabama. That's Alabama too. That's Alabama. AJ McCarron won 2 national title games at Alabama, and Jalen Hurts couldn't do it.
He's in the goddamn XFL.
No, AJ McCarron's just been he's just been a career backup in his NFL career. He's been in the NFL for like 11 years as a career backup.
Now he's in the XFL where he can start.
And yet somehow like Jalen Hurts has somehow had a decent NFL career, and AJ McCarron on the other hand, he can't get a starting job in the NFL.
Yeah. And then
I don't know, if you ask me, AJ McCarron could probably actually do the same thing with that Eagles team.
Yeah.
Just hand the ball off.
I'd say I'd agree too. Then I say the other thing now is that there's also fucking the Mahomes game where he beat up the Strouds with flags. Congratulations,
surprised by that.
congratulations, Al, that you refereed Mahomes to another Super Bowl.
Well, who didn't see that coming? The Texans are a joke of a team. They played a game earlier this year where they only scored 2 points. They only scored a safety. Like did anyone really think that the NFL was gonna script the Texans to somehow pull off a win against Mahomes?
And it was
Like
flag
that's
after flag after flag in that game too.
thing is too though, I mean the only thing that really surprises me is that it was close. Like the Texans are a joke team that scored 2 points in one game, yet they put up a fight against the great Patrick Mahomes. If you're just listening to the media and you talked about, if you're just listening to the media and you heard how they talked about Patrick Mahomes, you would have thought Patrick Mahomes would have fucking killed that Texans team. But no, it was a pretty close game. And of course, there were like questionable calls and all that.
Yeah.
Mahomes needed assists from the refs to win against a joke team like the Texans. Let that sink in.
And then
Patrick Mahomes, he's not that great.
And then the Bills also got a similar close win where they just made it out by a hair because of a dropped wobbly pass from Lamar Jackson to Mark Andrews that should have been a touchdown, but it wasn't caught. Even though, like, it was right there, and Mark Andrews just dropped it. I don't know whether it was the wobble from Lamar's pass, because his passes historically have not been the greatest. I know he's improved a little bit on his passing, but it's not like he's not like a super accurate passer by any means. Or if it was the snow, but yeah, Mark Andrews just completely dropped that pass that would have been a 2-point conversion that would have sent the game to overtime.
Also, apparently, Lamar Jackson, he blames that game on racism.
Why?
I don't know how that makes any sense, but apparently, I saw an article last night, and yeah, Lamar Jackson said that I guess he's saying the refs screwed him over because of bias against black quarterbacks.
No, that's his fault. He
I
had
don't.
a chance to win. He
Doesn't make any sense.
He didn't throw the ball good enough.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense how that has anything to do with racism.
It doesn't make any sense.
I can't stand race baiting. That should annoys me.
Lamar Jackson is a baby for crying about racism. He's just a baby.
Yeah, he is.
Like he's just throwing a temper tantrum basically because he didn't get his way.
Like, I don't see how that makes any sense what he said about the racism thing.
It doesn't make sense.
But
it doesn't.
Because of today's society and shit where you could just accuse people of racism.
Aren't 4 of the
top, and everyone will believe you?
Aren't 4 of the top 5 NFL quarterbacks black? Like of paid as far as like being paid, like the most paid players.
No, the highest paid quarterbacks are black.
4 of the highest paid quarterbacks are black.
I mean, like, you got 2 black quarterbacks in the NFC Championship, and you got a half black quarterback in the AFC Championship. The media likes to label Patrick Mahomes as black, even though he's half black. But you got two black quarterbacks and a half black quarterback in the NFC in the conference championships. Yeah. You're gonna have 1 black quarterback in the Stupid Bowl unless an injury happens. I don't see how the NFL is biased toward black quarterbacks.
I don't get it.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Doesn't make sense, Skip. Doesn't make sense. And Patrick Mahomes, man, he's just... I've had enough of Mahomes. I've had enough of him. I'm tired of him. Do you want to do a 2-minute teardown on Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fucking hate Patrick.
I'll let you start.
Patrick Mahomes... He got that fucking pineapple-looking head on his fucking head. The little pineapple thing. The fucking...
What the fuck?
Looks like a fucking mumble rapper. What?
Yo, are you still there? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh.
All right, go on. I thought I was all. I thought I lost connection again. I guess I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, Patrick Mahomes, he has a fucking goofy ass pineapple hair. He is a fucking child. He cries when he doesn't get his way. He slams his helmet when he doesn't get his way. The refs always bail him out every single time, and even the smarts are starting to notice that the refs keep bailing him out every single game. He's a cheater, and Taylor Swift's music sucks.
Yeah. I can't stand the comment. Like you can't watch an NFL game without the commentators just jacking off to this guy. They just love fucking jacking. Like they love fucking dick riding this guy. I'm sick of the glazing in today's society. Everything, like every athlete, every like entertainer has to be like glazed upon. Every fucking like Patrick Mahomes. It's like it's to the extreme. They like to fucking, I don't know. He must have some dirt on them. I don't know. Like he probably blows them. Like he probably blows them in the back.
Probably,
Like
Skip. Probably.
Roger Goodell. Like you could tell. He probably blows Roger Goodell
Yeah,
with all the fucking
a big sloppy toppy BJ.
with all the hype this guy gets. The guy's never missed the AFC Championship. He's went to 7 straight AFC Championships.
This is what
That's
Patrick looks like when he goes.
that's unheard of.
So you know when Patrick Mahomes goes inside the medical tent because he gets a little boo boo during the football game. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell unzips his trousers, and then Patrick Mahomes comes over. He says, Roger Goodell says, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes, do you want a pay raise this year?" And then Patrick Mahomes goes, "Yes, Daddy Goodell."
You could tell in that Stupid Bowl one. I didn't watch it, but you can tell in that Super Bowl, that stupid, I call it the Stupid Bowl, that play where Patrick Mahomes was lightly tackled and somehow he got injured from it. He went into the into the tent. I could guarantee he was probably blowing Goodell in the back for a raise.
Yeah, it was
and for the Super Bowl win.
That was Patrick Mahomes back there.
But
a Super Bowl ring.
But I mean, I'm predicting it already. Patrick Mahomes is inevitably gonna be in the. He's inevitably he's gonna be in the Stupid Bowl. He's gonna be there. He's never like he's faced the Bills before 3 times. They've faced each other 3 times in the playoffs, and the Bills just can't beat Mahomes in the playoffs.
They just can't.
They're 3-0. They're 3-0.
They just can't
like
break.
I doubt they're gonna. I know the NFL is scripted already. I highly doubt the Bills are gonna win. They've never beaten Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and it's pretty ironic because the Bills are 4-1 against Mahomes in the regular season. Mahomes just can't beat the Bills in the regular season, but when they meet in the playoffs, it's the other way around. The Bills just can't beat Mahomes.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But
they just crack on.
I highly doubt. I highly doubt they're gonna. I highly doubt Mahomes is gonna lose. He's gonna go to the Stupid Bowl, and it's gonna be a rematch. The NFL loves Super Bowl rematches. They're gonna have Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts Part 2, and the media is gonna hype up that Super Bowl like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah,
which I won't be watching that Super Bowl. I'm not. I'm just not in.
Be there.
I'm not invested in a 6-hour fucking I'm not invested in a 6-hour television program of mostly commercials, a mumble rap Taylor Swift concert, and grown ass men jacking off to other grown ass men. There's other things I'd rather be doing than sitting through 6 hours of that. So I won't be watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm predicting that Patrick Mahomes will meet Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl for the second time. That's my prediction. I thought it was gonna be a Mahomes' revenge tour where he gets his revenge against the Lions because he's never beaten Jared Goff. I thought that was gonna be it, but no, the NFL threw a curveball, so I'm predicting it'll be a part two of Mahomes versus Hurts,
Well,
and Mahomes is gonna win his fourth Super Bowl.
I have the bad feeling too that Patrick Mahomes is going to go to the Super Bowl, but I also think that the best case scenario for the Super Bowl is a Bills versus Commanders Super Bowl. And that's actually kind of sad because I really don't care too much about either
I
team.
don't even like the Commanders either.
The only thing is just, I mean, I guess there's a few former Cowboys and Bobby Wagner and Luke McCaffrey on their team, and I don't mind Scary Terry and Zach Ertz. So, I mean, I guess they have some okay guys on their team. That's why that would be the best case scenario.
Well, you know, if they go to the Super Bowl,
They'll probably just lose.
Jaden Daniels is going to be given all the credit.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think. Well, yeah, the NFL does like. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either if the Commanders go to the Super Bowl, because there's never been a rookie quarterback to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the NFL loves stat padding.
They would
It brings eyeballs to the product.
Is
So-
Jaden Daniels being the first rookie quarterback to go to the Super Bowl? They wouldn't talk about all the other talented players on the team.
No, they won't.
They wouldn't talk about
They won't.
Dan Quinn and his excellent defensive game plan. No, they just say, "Oh, Jaden Daniels is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Look, he can scramble. Oh, he had that one big Hail Mary throw against Noah Brown, like in the early regular season. He's the greatest thing of all time. Then, oh, he's the rookie phenom." That's all they would say. So it wouldn't even be worth it. But I think the NFL would have the.
They wouldn't. No. I think the best case scenario is, which I mean, I still won't watch it. Super Bowl's a waste of time and it's overrated. The only way I wouldn't I don't know, if the Bills were to go, the best case scenario, the Bills go and somehow I don't know, Jaden Daniels gets injured and Mariota takes over.
Yeah.
And we get a Commanders Bills. I don't know.
Yeah, that would
Or
be.
if Jalen Hurts gets injured and
That would be my dream scenario.
Kenny Pickett. Or if Jalen Hurts gets injured and Kenny Pickett plays, but I don't really. The NFL is not going to push Kenny Pickett. He's just been a jobber.
Yeah.
So that's all that's going to happen.
Yeah, I just don't think so, Skip. Especially in the soft era where like really anyone gets hurt anymore.
Except Christian McCaffrey had a mysterious injury early in the season. The same year he's on the cover of Madden.
Yeah, and then DeMarcus Lawrence has an injury that takes him out of for the entire season after the New York Giants game, and basically makes it so the Cowboys defense sucks for half the year.
I have my theory is that the NFL, it's scripted and they have like kayfabe injuries. There's also real injuries, but just like pro wrestling, there's kayfabe injuries and real injuries.
Yeah,
I think there's just some players that they give the season off, and like the Aaron Rodgers injury last season was mysterious, and so was the McCaffrey injury this year. And there was like a player on the Niners. He was like a key player on their defense, and he was running. He ran on the field, and somehow, like, he injured himself running onto the field in the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. Yeah. So let's move into the politics section. So today, by the way, guys, is Inauguration Day for the President of the United States. Donald Trump is the official new president. There's a new POTUS account on Instagram. Go ahead and follow it. It's Donald Trump, 45th and 47th POTUS, now official. He's signing over 100 executive orders today to get a litany of things done.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. The Joe Biden era, the DEI Joe Biden Kamala Harris era, it's officially over today, like Mike Goldberg says. It is all over.
Yeah, I'm
Just
happy.
like that.
You know what I said? I went into
I,
Joe Biden's account for one last time, and I said, "Nah, nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, goodbye, goodbye, old sleepy man. It's time to go away. Time to take your ass to the old folks' home where you belong and go to sleep and eat your ice cream for the rest of your days until you go and just die like Jimmy Carter."
yeah, no one's gonna miss Biden. Well, there's gonna be obviously there's gonna be SJWs and stuff and TDS people that will pretend that they will thank Biden for his service and they will pretend to miss Joe Biden, but in reality, Biden he was the worst fucking president of my lifetime.
There's,
I can't really speak for the
there's
I can't speak for the previous
he's ever done.
centuries of presidents, but Joe Biden's the worst fucking president of my lifetime
There's
that I've lived through.
there's very little that Joe Biden actually did that was helpful. Very little. Maybe I would give him the CHIPS Act, but that wasn't even all his own thing either. So that's it.
The CHIPS Act.
The CHIPS Act, just the act that makes it so that way we have easier, so that way we have control over microchips by making sure that the microchips are manufactured in Taiwan instead of China. That's the only thing I can give him credit on. That's it. Everything else is bad. His inflation act that the left likes to tout so much was it just caused more inflation because there's just more spending.
Yeah, another. I'm also glad that we don't have to ever hear of Jean cringe Jean Pierre anymore.
Yeah, we don't.
I couldn't fucking stand her.
Yeah, I'm tired of her.
That bitch is unprofessional. Like that bitch is she's an embarrassment. I'm glad she's gone. That whole Biden clique, that whole Biden cabinet, that Rachel guy. Yes, he is a guy, by the way. Our fucking health, whatever. Well, not ours, but the guy that was the health fucking expert or whatever. That fucking weirdo Rachel.
That morbidly
He's
obese
gone.
thing.
That fucking bald guy. There was that bald guy that wears makeup and a dress. He's gone. All this DEI shit. It's gone. I'm glad it's all gone.
Yeah, he's done. I'm glad. I'm happy they're gone. Yeah, Donald Trump swore in 47th president today. He's he pardoned what he said he was going to do. He pardoned the Jan 6ers on his first day of presidency. He signed a bunch of executive orders to solidify cabinet positions. The biggest one is Marco Rubio, who was unanimously confirmed for Secretary of State by the Senate. So Marco is now your new Secretary of State.
Yeah, I don't really know all these other positions. I don't really know who the fuck most of these people are, but I trust Trump's hires more than Biden's. That's for sure. I already know Trump's hires are already going to be a lot better than Biden's.
Yeah, I know it's going to be pretty hyped. So I'm excited for the new positions to start rolling in.
And there's also something about Trump. I don't know what exactly this means, but Trump also had this thing where he put Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, and John Voight as his ambassadors in Hollywood. I don't know what exactly that means.
I guess it just means to speak on behalf of Hollywood for the president. I don't know. It just seems like something Donald Trump just.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I think it's just. I don't think we ever had.
I just hope
we had Hollywood ambassadors. I just think that's kind of weird.
I don't know what that is, but I'm hoping, just for the sake of the kids. I don't care about movies anymore. I'm fucking over movies. I just watch sports. I just watch combat sports. I'm just hoping for the sake of the kids that they put a stop to all the woke shit in Hollywood with the transgenders and all the LGBT shit that they're putting in kid shows. I just hope that I just hope that that means that that shit
I don't
will
want
come
more,
to an end.
I don't want any more non-binary cows in a show for 3-year-olds.
Yeah, the fucking non-binary bull. I forgot about that. I hope that's the end. I hope that means that that shit's coming to an end.
Fuck
Because I got
shit.
I got I have a kid, and I don't want him to be watching that kind of shit.
Exactly. You just don't like.
I'm
Man, this
I'm just hoping that shit's over. And
that can't even.
Disney shit. I'm sick of Disney shit.
Look, man, I've got toddlers, in my family as well. They can't even comprehend the concept of the ABCs. How do you expect them to understand what non-binary is? You're just gonna confuse them.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't. I don't see any I don't. Well, I know why they're doing it. They're trying to indoctrinate them, but I don't see logically why it's even necessary to put all that in just in children's entertainment.
It ain't right.
It's
It ain't
right. It's not right. So I'm hoping that's over just for the kids. I don't care if Marvel movies are still woke. I don't care if Star Woke is still woke. I don't care if the next Avengers movie is still woke because I've outgrown that stuff. I just hope the kids movies are gonna are gonna stop doing that shit.
Yeah, but Disney, run by Kathleen Kennedy Townsend, who's ruined fucking Star Wars and Disney.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, she just married into the Kennedy family. She's horrible. To the West.
Yeah, I think she's just leeching off of that name.
Yeah, pretty much. She leeches off the name, and then she became in charge of Disney, and she just pushes her woke DEI bullcrap. And then every single time, every character is like either a strong female character, or it's like some like something LGBTQ plus Y TV Y7.
Yeah, all that shit is what got me into politics in the first place. Just all of that. I got sick of all that stuff. And Disney is the worst. I'm hoping I don't know, maybe Disney hopefully keep boycotting Disney. It's not even I don't even like that term boycott. It's not even a boycott. It's just finding other things to it's just avoid it's not even like it's not like we're getting out of our way to avoid a movie. We're just not giving the movie the attention, the attention they want.
Yeah.
Just stop watching Disney movies, and they'll lose money, and hopefully, I don't know, they sell Disney, and we find a better buyer for Disney.
Like that new Wicked movie, Wicked 2, with the woke characters, all the cast are like lesbian.
Oh yeah, the Wizard of Oz and shit.
Yeah, it's like a fake Wizard.
Yeah, and there's like a bald black lady. There's a bald black lady as like the wicked witch or whatever.
And they paint her green. Yeah, I'm not watching that movie, so don't go watch Wicked. Wicked is a
Don't watch it. Don't watch that.
Well, if you want to watch Wizard of Oz, just watch the Wizard of Oz.
The old one.
The original movie and rewatch it. Okay, it's timeless. It's a classic. The musical score is great, and you can get it in either black and white or color.
I mean, you could probably find it streaming somewhere. It's probably on Disney Plus or Netflix. I don't know.
You can probably find it at the local Walmart in the $5 clearance section bucket. That's where
you'll probably see it there.
Oz, guaranteed. A DVD.
Here's what Hollywood and stuff. I'm unaffected by it, but when I used to follow Hollywood and movies and shit, I was sick of the reboots because Hollywood is so out of ideas that they would just remake an old movie, and they'll just remake an old movie with a DEI added to it, and they'll sell it. They'll give it to you like that. They'll change a couple things, like change a character's race or change a character's gender, And they'll just slap that all in, and they'll present the movie to you like that. It's like the fucking Lion King. Apparently, yeah. Don't watch the Lion King either.
No, it's woke.
That it's probably woke too. But those of you watching, if you're sick of the woke shit, don't watch that Lion King movie. Don't watch Wicked. You're helping. You're helping save. You're helping save our fucking kids from all this woke shit. Don't
Yeah.
give Disney the money. Don't go to Disney World. Don't go to Disneyland. If you care about all this woke, all this identity politics being taught to our kids,
Yeah, don't go watch Disney
don't
movies.
don't go watch Disney movies.
Is basically the message. Yeah, I also want to do a quick rant about this piece of news. So this was earlier today when Joe Biden was president before Trump swore in. Joe Biden made some last-minute pardons, going a little pardon crazy. He pardoned a bunch of people, but one of the biggest ones was he fucking pardoned Anthony Fauci. So I'm going to do a 2-minute teardown on motherfucking Anthony Fauci. Okay?
Do it.
Okay. Anthony Fauci. Those of you guys who don't know, Anthony Fauci is the guy who in 2020 that got appointed to the head director of like the CDC, NIH stuff, right? He got appointed to like the head of Operation Warp Speed because Donald Trump was misled to believe Anthony Fauci. And then after Joe Biden kept Anthony Fauci around, Fauci was all for all the mandates, all the craziness, all the lockdowns. He lied multiple times on national fucking television about the effectiveness of the jabs. He lied about how dangerous the bug actually was. He lied about the actual effects, the mental health effects and trauma that the lockdown would have on the children and teens during the 2020 days. He lied way back in the day. He was appointed by Ronald Reagan to take care of the HIV and AIDS epidemic. And because Anthony Fauci lied and downplayed the epidemic with Ronald Reagan, 300,000 people died. So yeah, Anthony Fauci, big scumbag, and he also lied in front of Congress. He should quite frankly be arrested because lying to Congress is literally treason. It's literally called contempt of Congress, and you can literally go to jail for it. And that's why Joe Biden pardoned him, because if Congress brings him in for questioning again, well, he might spill the beans. Anthony Fauci, little twerp head, little nerdy guy. He was always known. He was the other thing about him, he was criticized by actual doctors like Dr. Jack Krause and Dr. Diachara, actual doctors. He was criticized by them for being, they said that he was being too strict on the mandates, and that the jabs effectiveness was, he was lying about that. He was criticized about that. But instead, those guys the guys I mentioned earlier got brushed under the rug, while Anthony Fauci got all the TV time. And if you want to read more about Anthony Fauci, I recommend you guys get this book, The Real Anthony Fauci by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. It's a great read. Read it. It tells you all the truth. There's 1,000 medical professionals in this book that actually are cited and sourced properly, that actually goes and shows what Anthony Fauci did that was terrible.
Yeah. I don't really know that much about Fauci. I just hear his name a lot, so I don't really have a comment.
Anthony Fauci is fucking trash. Dude's a scum.
He's also really old. He's 84 years old.
Yeah, and
Fucking retire, old man.
and BJ Penn for some reason thinks that he's wearing a mask.
BJ Penn thinks that Fauci and Robert F. Kennedy are the same
Yeah.
person.
And that RFK is wearing a mask to
And
become
Jake Paul.
Fauci, and that Jake Paul is also them, I guess. It's a really weird conspiracy. Yeah. Basically,
I don't get it.
BJ Penn
Doesn't make any
really
sense to me.
mad, apparently, though, because I commented under his comment section, and he got really mad that I told him, like, I basically debunked his entire conspiracy, and then he deleted my comment, and I told him that maybe he should fight Jake Paul and try to take off his mask like it's Scooby-Doo. But yeah, BJ Penn was not happy.
He's embarrassing himself.
He's just, you know, all he had to do was just work with others, try not to say anything too crazy, and just step in the party lines, go with the older TMT people, and everything would be fine. But no, he started talking about masked people and ruined everything.
Yeah.
So Uncle BJ,
it's embarrassing to see. I don't
look, much respect for his UFC career. No hate about that. You know, he's even a nice guy in real life. But for the love of God, do not re-enter politics. Just keep doing the gym and, you know, give to the charities or something, and maybe they'll name a street after you one day.
The guy should just keep his mouth shut and stick to his gym, stick to fucking training people, and stay the fuck out of politics. He's not qualified for politics.
He's just not. He's not compos mentis, or mentally competent, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he just isn't.
But yeah, I don't
know, this whole mask thing. I thought he was joking, but no, he really just lost it. He lost his mind.
Yeah. Today is also.
It just sounds so stupid. Just sounds stupid. I don't see how he came up with that. With the mask thing.
Silly. I think I know where he got it from. Online conspiracy threads. That's what it is. He went down a rabbit hole. Online conspiracy threads. He probably is drunk. He has CTE, and all that combined together, he just rants on social media about masked people and causes mass dramas.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep, and anyways, today is also, it's actually really interesting because today is Inauguration Day, but it's also Dr. Martin Luther King Day. So it's also a great day to recognize the contribution that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did for us back in the 1960s with the I Have a Dream movement, and basically making it so that way segregation would be repealed. So that's also another good
a lot of
about today.
A lot of people on the mainstream media are melting down that inauguration is the same day as Martin Luther King Day.
Oh yeah, SJWs are big mad, but I don't know what the SJWs think. They're dumb
fucking bad.
You know, MSNBC and CNN, their ratings are down. Everyone's moved to podcasts now. No one cares what they have to say. Only old boomer old heads care what MSNBC have to say. That's why the only SJWs I see now are all old hags. They're all old ladies, old Karens, you know, with the Karen haircut and their soccer mom minivans. They don't know anything. They're dumb, and they just repeat regurgitated talking points from CNN and MSNBS.
Yeah.
It's the same old
SJWs. They're slowly dying out.
Yeah. I can't wait till they're all gone. But yeah, you have any
Yeah.
closing remarks for us for this
I cannot-
podcast? It's starting to get dark and kind of hungry. I guess I'm
Oh, those that
nothing else to talk about.
those that haven't those that haven't seen the inauguration speech, go check it out on YouTube. Benny Johnson had a whole live stream of it that I watched earlier. Check that out. Yeah, look out. Don't watch the Stupid Bowl. I mean, go ahead. I don't give a shit if you do or not, but if you want to hear my opinion, I think the Stupid Bowl was it's all fake. It's all fake scripted shit. It's all fake. You know, it's predetermined. I won't be watching it. Don't watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't watch it.
I'm not a big fan of this
And
either.
check out UFC on March 5th to see Peloton defend the light heavyweight title.
And
That's gonna be a good one.
Donald Trump is president. I don't
And
care if you like it or not. Keep that same energy you had with Barack. Let's make America great again and make America healthy again. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you next time
And yeah, stay
on
tuned.
Attic Cole YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more action. See you, man. Have a good one.
Out.
Goodbye. Alrighty. If you haven't already, again, thank you guys for tuning in. And again, be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe for more. This is Nomadic Cole signing off. Ending stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.